All right, welcome back to Fix It Up. Today, as you can see next to me, I've acquired something last night, and I figured I might as well make a video on this thing. I haven't seen anybody else have any videos on this thing yet, but I figured a lot of people might be interested in this car just like I am. I helped Lego Logan build his last night, so I kind of know the specs of the wheels and everything. I think this one looks to be the same, or at least pretty similar. It's got pretty decent wheels on it. I might go a little smaller on that. Then again, I noticed when you use the bags, they go in quite a bit. So it's actually, yeah, that is a good fitment. Probably a little wider on the front, but I'm figured we might as well get some different wheels for this thing, get a different color on it. Also, I did realize they fixed the remaps not saving. So you no longer should have to take the engine out of the car and put it back in. It should just have the horsepower already. And I think this thing is already tuned. We might as well just bring it over in here and make this thing look a lot better. I'm not the biggest fan of these wheels. They're not terrible on the McLaren though, but I kind of have an idea of what I want to go for. This already has a kind of purpley color on it, but I found a really cool color code last night that I want to put onto this thing. And then that's what the color code is right there, 37, 32, 42. We'll paint it. I think this thing looks pretty good with this color on it actually, now that I'm looking at this, yeah. Because I was repainting my Mustang last night and I was going through a few different colors and I had found this one. And I figured it might look good on this, so I like purples. This is a real nice purple. I definitely think a dark color is good on this, especially because I'm probably going to be going with some black rims. So we'll bring this thing over to the wheel shop and get some new wheels for it. Probably just go a little bit wider in the front. Same specs in the back, though, I think should work. I also got to go back to the paint shop and tint it, because this isn't tinted at all, and I kind of want it to be tinted, at least like a 25% maybe. But we'll check what these front wheels are, so I can pretty much get the same ones, except a little bit bigger. I also have two sets of some rare wheels in here that I had found last night too, and they're not terrible specs, so I have some ideas to use those for, but for now we're just looking at these ones. So 260, 25, 19 for the front. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with these black ones. I think these would be the best wheels, unless I wanted to go with some of these, but we went with a kind of a dark purple on it, so I think a black wheel would look best. And these ones wouldn't be bad for like a hypercar like this, but I just don't like how skinny the spokes are. If they were a little bit fatter, I think this would be like perfect. Like maybe this one or this one, but I think we'll just do some of these. These ones aren't terrible. So what were they? 260, 25, 19. So we'll stick with the 19. We'll try a 270. See what this looks like on there with a 25 here. And we can see what this looks like. I gotta turn shadows off. And it is lowered. Okay, yeah, I think the 270s in the front are perfect. 260 was a little bit too skinny. So I'll get one more of those for the front, and then I can get some different ones for the back. All right, that one's done and on. Yeah, those don't look bad at all. I think we'll stick with those rims. But now we gotta figure out the size for these back ones. 300, 25, 20. So a little bit bigger rim. I might go with a 19 just to make sure that they're matched exact. And then we'll just go up to 300 here. And I'm not even gonna really buy one just to check it. I'm just gonna get two because I think it should be perfect. All right, there we go. 1 and 2. Yeah, that actually looks really good. Now I gotta go tint this thing. It's already on bags. It's pretty sure it's already tuned, but we can take it down to the dyno just to make sure it's got the right tune on it. And the wheels kind of go through the hood a little bit, but now they're not really doing it. They kind of are. I don't know. We might end up going back, switching them, making them a little smaller, but I feel like 19 rims are normally just the lowest I'll really go. 18, I think we could get away with it, but I don't know if they'd still be going through the top or not. But this is also all the way down on the bags. Maybe going up like one tick would be a lot better. I'll throw like a 20%, I think, on this. Don't need to go full dark. I kind of want to go a little bit darker than that. We'll do the 15. All right, I'm going to raise this up at least one in the front. Okay, yeah, that might be the move. All the way down in the back and one up in the front. And I don't think they're going to be going through the hood as much. I'm just going to double check that we got the right transmission and everything in here too. That looks to be the 8-speed DCT. Yep, it's normally what I just put in all my cars. I've seemed to have the best luck with that transmission. So there's nothing we need to buy here. It's already got the turbos, I can hear it. I know it's got the 4.0. So I'll bring it down into the other city and see if it's got the tune that I want on it. If not, we can change it up a little bit. We'll do a little speed test here. It is a McLaren, so I'm sure it's gonna go real fast. So we'll just punch it, see what this thing can do. And we're already at 100. I feel like it's definitely got the 1350 tune on it. We'll see what the max speed of this thing is. Sure, it's gonna be over 200. We broke 200, and it seems it maxes out at 211. Oh no! And oncoming lanes. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's gonna be safer. It's definitely not safer than the other side, but as long as I don't crash, we should be fine. We're good. Wasn't that bad. Didn't get us stuck on the barrier. That's all that matters. All right, we made it safely off the highway there now. We'll bring this thing over to the dyno shop, see what it's making for horsepower. Make sure it's got the right numbers on it. All right, let's start this up and see what it's running. This thing does look really good. I've been wanting them to add a McLaren or a Ferrari into the game for quite some time, and they finally did, and it looks so good. And yeah, 1350 and 1225. So we got the max tune on this thing. So I guess we can just take this thing over to the drag strip and see what it runs. All right, so I reset, and I'm pretty sure it should still have the tune on it. Turn the shadows back on. Now it's looking a little bit better quality and everything. We'll get this thing over to the drag strip, see what it can run. Definitely gonna be a good time, but I still don't think this would beat the R8 in a race. I'll probably go try and find someone either in a public session or in the Discord or something to race or to see what this thing can do against like an R8 or some other kind of all-wheel drive car that's normally just good at racing. But I'll do one run with traction control on, and then I'll do one more with it off, and then we can figure out if we can find anybody to race or not. All right, and here we go. It's definitely picking up some good speed. It's under a 6-second. That's pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna get under 6, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be barely over 6, but we got a 588. See if I can get a better time or a worse time. Traction control off, and I'll go into the left lane this time. All right, we'll hit the button and wait for the green light. I think I may have went a little bit early, I'm not sure. Hopefully not. And that was definitely a better time, a 521, and I guess I didn't go too early. 571 isn't bad at all. I think I may have said 521. I lied. I was wrong. I read that wrong. All right, well, I guess we'll hop into a public session and see if we can find some people to race. Well, I loaded in and it seems like people are having a car meet, so I guess I'll pull up to that car meet. Let me get the stance right on this thing. We'll go down all the way and then one up in the front. And I'll head over to the car meet that's going on over at the spare parts shop. See what people think of the McLaren. Seems like people are liking it already. There's not too many people here. There's some cars out over here. There's another McLaren, actually. Got a McLaren out there. It looks like an M4 and another AMG GT. So we got this other McLaren pulling up right next to mine. That one looks really good, too. I was thinking about going with a white. We may have gone with the same wheels, or no. No, those were the ones that I was thinking of would look better. They actually don't look as bad as I thought they would on it. I just didn't like how thin they were. Check out some of these other cars that are here, I guess. We got this M4 over here. It's got a nice color on it. I just don't really like these wheels at all, I guess. I don't really like the red around them, especially on the purple. Purple and red don't really go together that much, I don't think. Got a Urus pulling up too. Thing's not bad. The fitment doesn't look the greatest because they are going through a little bit. Yeah, he's fixing that. That's just like my McLaren, though. I had to go up one in the front. They're saying ugly color. I like that color. I don't think that's a bad color at all on the Urus. Check out this other McLaren a little bit more. I was thinking about going with white on mine, but I found this purple color and it actually looks really good on the McLaren. We got this AMG over here who's just revving it a lot. It's not bad. I definitely like the black on him a lot. We got this Yap right here. That's not too bad. It's got the 4.0 twin turboed. And then I think this might be the 1%. Or maybe this is the 0.5% Beamer. I like that color on it. It's not a full black. It's kind of like a really dark gray black color, which I like that. With the white wheels, it doesn't look bad. I really like this Urus. I really need to get me a Urus. Ooh, I really like that pink on this Porsche. That looks really good. Goth Bunny license plate. I gotta get some custom license plates too. That thing is pretty nice. That AMG's leaving. I guess we pretty much looked at everything here. All right, so I loaded into a third server and we seem to have someone who wants to drag race now. I don't know if they're talking to me or someone else. Okay, we got an RF3 showing up. Not sure I could beat this thing. All right, here we go. We're starting it up. We'll see if I can beat this RF3. Looks like they slowed down because they had a bad start. Also, I gotta turn traction control off because I did get a faster time with traction control off. Now we gotta wait for the button to reset and then we'll be able to go again. Ooh, just saw an R8 jump into the bleachers. What the heck? All right, here we go. The button reset again. So we'll go back again with them. Hopefully get a good run. I don't know if they... Oh, they did go. Got a 6:10. The slowest time I got with this. Oh my god. Don't know who's in that R8, but they keep flipping. Oh, it's 2-pop. All right, here we go. He hit the button. Those are some pretty good shifts. This might be a good time. A 6:11. Still slower than normal. All right, looks like we're going to be racing 2-pop in the R8. Here we go. They hit the button. Launch it. I'm sure I'm going to lose to this R8 if it's tuned. Ooh, that looked really close. Not as close as it looked. All right, I'm going to hit the button for them to race. Here we go. We'll watch them go. And they're off. Looking really close, but I think the R8 won. Not quite sure who won that, but it looked like 2-pop won in the R8. I don't think the RF3 is tuned, but I think the R8 is. All right, seems like he's ready. He's revving it up. I'm gonna hit the button. Oh, this guy just showed up for the button press, but oh well. Click to fast. Traction control is still on. 6:07 he got? Did he beat me? It looks like he beat me. On my screen, I thought I won. 6:07 and a 6:17. Oh my gosh. I think that's 2-pop. He said he would be right back. I think he was grabbing another car, and I think that's the car he grabbed. Yeah, I think that's his. Last time I saw his AMG, he had Honda wheels on it. So I'm assuming that's him. Yep, new car. I'll let him press it when he's ready. And we're off. A little early on that shift, I think, into third, but still zoomed down here. I may have jumped to start, I guess, because it's not showing me my time. All right, and we're switching cars for this one. He's driving my McLaren, and I'm driving the AMG. Oh, there we go. Press the button. And I think he's winning that one. Yeah, he won that with a 661. I got a 684. All right, well, I guess that about wraps it up. We've done a lot with this McLaren. We've been to a few meets. We raced it a bit. I think it came out looking really good. If I was to do anything differently, it would probably be trying out some different wheels on it and maybe changing the color up, like a white or an orange, or maybe a yellow would look pretty good. But I do really like this dark purple, and a custom license plate would be pretty cool, but I don't know. We'll see about that at some point. I wish that you could get custom license plates with like 150, 200K just in the license plate shop without having to go through someone to like buy it for you. But I mean, I think this thing looks pretty darn clean. Happy with how it came out. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.